It's that time of the season again. We're doing a transfer special, a winter transfer special, with some special transfers. Let's do it. Okay, before we get into the episode properly, guys, I just want to do a quick little bit of housekeeping. Before we get into the special, it's probably fair you should know that the next couple of weeks, I'm going to pre-record the videos like literally one after the other, so there'll be no gaps between matches for about the next 10 episodes, give or take. Obviously, I don't like doing that. I like to have that gap so you can see the progression faster. But also, this next 2 weeks, I've got my finals for uni. For those who aren't aware or new to the channel, I'm a final year law student at, Oxford Brookes. Yeah, I've kind of got to divert all of my focus to that. But so I had a choice to make. I could either completely focus on that, leave you guys with no content for 2 weeks, which I felt was, you guys are locked down at home. We're all locked down at home. We all need stuff to keep us occupied, and if I can help with that, I'll help with that. On the flip side of that, yeah, it means that to record that many episodes, to keep going and focus on the uni stuff, I need this next couple of weeks to be pre-recorded, and the fastest way to do that is to go episodes. Used to go, 2 matches, then 2 matches, then 2 matches. So we're going to get that done literally as fast as I can. So hopefully you guys will kind of stick with me. In the meantime, though, guys, first thing I've got to say is thank you for the new subscribers, but a lot of people who watch don't subscribe. I found the statisticy thing on the analytics page the other day, and apparently like 80% of my viewers don't subscribe. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Just because it helps more people find us, and then we'll have a bigger party, and I can start doing more giveaways and whatnot. Also, if people could throw a few likes on some videos for me, especially this one, just so I know you're watching, just so I've got that kind of extra boost of motivation for finals, that would be outstanding. But in the meantime, you'll want to see me play some FM, and that's gone dark. There we go, it popped into action, it popped up, we made it work, it liked me, OBS is playing today. So we're just doing a transfer special today, and then this match will be the first match of the next episode, because I'm looking forward to the heavy snow. I just kind of wanted to run you through what has happened in this transfer window so far, because that tends to be what happens. I'm still trying to get Flavius Daniluk to sign in some vague way, shape or form. He was available on a Bosman, and I put in a bid that they extended his contract, and then they transfer listed him, which was just such a dick move from Bayern. So now I'm trying to find the money to afford him. Right, as always, we'll go to the outs first. We're still making a good old transfer profit with, 3.2 million in the black. In terms of what has come and gone, I've been wheeling dealing a little bit, trying to make space, get players fit, that kind of thing. So Nino Separovic has gone out on loan to Inter Miami, where Retaccio went last season. Last year didn't really have much success, but hopefully we'll get more from Separovic. He's not playing. I think he's played a couple of games. He has played a couple of games, but he's not featuring at the moment. So I thought, let's just send him out on loan, get him some more experience. Sean Raggett has become like my 4th or 5th choice centre half. I want him to be here next season, because my entire defence is on loan. I can't guarantee I can extend any of those loans. So I just said, just so he's playing. So he's gone to Dundee United in the SPL. He's played 4 games so far. He's been okay. So at least he's playing, keeping fit, which is kind of important. Elijah Dixon Bonner has gone on loan to Oldham. Pretty much the same reasons. He's not currently playing. His development at the age of 21 requires him to be playing, so he's gone to Oldham. He's currently playing in League 2, and as you can see at the bottom, having a bit of a rough time of it. He's not turning in the performance we've seen from him for us. Nolan Mbemba wasn't getting in the side after I signed him earlier in the year, so he's gone out on loan to Hearts, also playing in the SPL. He's playing really well, though, 7.4s. So there'll definitely be room in the squad when he comes back. It's just I need to rejig some things, work out where he fits in. Our first permanent out is Kenny Tigba. He was the 29-year-old Hungarian. I signed him last season. He didn't really... I hate when it does that. I didn't really make much use of him. He played like 4 games, and most of them were from the bench. And he was okay, but he was very much a backup. He doesn't really have the pace to do what I need him to do. You can see that our scouts, we've just sold him, wouldn't recommend him playing for us. So, yeah, Pacos Ferreira, they came in with a £125,000 bid, and I thought, what, screw it, he's 29, let's cash in, let's just get rid of him. And so he's gone. Lorenzo Rossetti, our Italian striker, the former 21 international, under 21 international. Speak like we speak English. He's gone on loan to Cremonese in Italy in Serie B. He's made one sub appearance and not set the world on fire, but we'll keep an eye on him. Again, I've got so many strikers. Like I needed to free up some space and get him fit. Tomasz Mamis has gone as well. He was a youth team player, or a second team player. He was never going to make it to the first team. It was never going to happen for him. I saw an opportunity. I took it. Basically, he's gone to Jagiellonia. He's in their second at the moment. He's gone for 18,500. He's probably good enough to get in their first team within the next couple of seasons. So he'll probably come back to see us, but I can't imagine it's going to come back to haunt us, having got rid of him. Steve Farley was another Gibraltarian player. I always keep the Gibraltarian team scattered because they get some really good regens in for reasons I don't fully understand. He's now gone to Sokol Alexandrov on a free. I think they're one of our feeder teams or something. Either way, we let him go, and he's never coming back to this level. Julian Trokhanovsky has gone to Hoynikansa. It's Hoynichanka. I remember we had a whole thing where I learned how to pronounce that. Hoynichanka he's gone to, which is kind of a nice present from us to them to say thank you for that episode. 1,500. He was never going to get into our first team. He's probably got a good chance to develop in the division below, so he's going to be quite glad to get a chance. And Ben Hockenhull we've sent to Brookbet to Malika, where obviously our old assistant manager, Zdenek Svoboda, has gone. I can't speak today. That's going to be fun for these next few episodes. We'll make that work. We brought him in from Man United. He came on a free. He played a few games in our reserves. He didn't develop at all, really. Like he's fairly mediocre in the grand scheme of things. I thought he might have a chance of reaching that higher end of potential, but he didn't get there. So we sent him to Tamalika. 2,500 is pretty good money for him, and hopefully he'll develop there, and we'll see him again because they're somewhere around the promotion area. They're the second in the league at the moment, so they may well come back up, and we might see him next season. We might do. That'd be nice. Right, let's look at who we've brought in because that's the most important thing going forward. It's quite a short list of people coming in. The first one was the one I was talking about in the last episode. And the scouts said, yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars around this guy's going to be the best player in the league. I was like, cool. We'll definitely take that on a free, for sure. I've used him before in previous saves, previous years. Long-term FM players will know he used to turn into a worldie. Izzy Brown of Chelsea. Yeah, he hasn't turned into a worldie. In fact, he's actually, technically our third best attacking midfielder. But he's very quick, and he does offer something slightly different. I said very quick relative to the league, not very quick in general. He does offer something slightly different. He's also £1.9 million, so if he doesn't make it, we'll just make a massive profit on him. That'll be fine. But yeah, he came in. Since the start of the safe, he's kind of had some weird loans out at Luton, at Rangers. He's had some decent performances. He's played a few games for our reserves while I've been getting him fit. He's played once for us because I somehow managed to finagle a way to register him, and I don't remember how I did it, but I did. So that's going to be a thing. Alex Sala has also come in he's actually released by Barcelona in the summer. Spanish youngster, 21-year-old, can play all across the defence, can play up the middle of midfield. He plays a lot of the positions we use. He's got decent current ability, really good potential ability. You can see someone already wants him from us on loan. I've just got a feeling that he's going to be someone that develops quite well. Also, he's having people who've come to that Barcelona system. Obviously, we play kind of a combination tiki-taka gegenpress kind of thing. So I think he's going to probably be a good fit. I think he'll probably start coming through maybe next season more than this season. We'll definitely see some of him. This one was arranged for a long time in advance. This is Bradley Wilson, 18-year-old American goalkeeper from their under-23 squad. Only valued at 3.7 million. He's not really come from anywhere massive. Everton FC, Westchester, whatever that is, and Core Valley, and I couldn't tell you where Core Valley was if my life depended on it. Topeka, Kansas. There we go. There's one for the American geographers. But because at 18 years old, I scouted him like literally a year or two ago. He came up, and I've had him kind of on the hook ever since, waiting to come in. But if you look at his report, he's the second best goalkeeper in the club. He's not far behind Kjell Sherpen, and yeah. Big potential. This might be our long-term keeper. I'm probably going to start using him in cups just to see how he plays, which doesn't really mean much for Sven Brodersen, does it? But we'll see what happens. And then Anton Logi Ludvigsson, I think is how you pronounce that. Um, Icelandic, essentially midfielder, but he can play defence and defensive midfielder just as well in theory. Again, fairly good potentially. He was one brought in just to see if I could develop into something useful. He was brought more in hope than expectation. He's come from Breidablik, um, in Iceland. Obviously, he's under 21 international. We'll see how he develops. I think if he develops as well as I think he will, he'll turn into a top player for us. And if he doesn't, he'll turn into a good profit for us. That was kind of the thinking. And the other player I brought in, I forgot when I signed Izzy Brown that I had this guy lined up, was Michel Borges, um, who's a Brazilian attacking midfielder who's come from, I think that's Corinthians. I always get confused because I can never get the fake names to turn off. How many times I delete the file, they just don't turn off ever. Um, yeah, he's come in. I've made him available for loan, and he's wanted by clubs back in Brazil because when I signed him, it said like this guy's gonna be a big talent for you. He's now the fourth best attacking midfielder in the squad. So I figure we'll give him a chance to go out and improve. If he plays for us, he plays for us, and if he doesn't, he's improved. So we've won either way. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the sum of the transfer window. So that's where we stand in terms of the summer window. Obviously, it still continues to as I add players over the next few episodes. You'll see them come in. While we've still got a little bit of time, I said it's YouTube. I have unlimited time, but whilst the episode's still at a reasonable length, let's just have a quick look at the stats, see how things stand, because we're at approximately the halfway game of the season. Obviously, it's a 37-game season, but this is the end of the winter break, so it's the official halfway point of the season. Akira Wright is the top goal scorer in the league. He's got 11 goals. I think Keziah Sterling's not far behind. He's not. He's got 8. So that's going quite well as a stats kind of start. Let's go back to that one, because those are the ones that matter. Wright and Longstaff have the highest average rating. Longstaff is leading the assists. Wright third place in Player of the Match awards, but Roberto and Romero are pretty much one-man teams just behind us. We're currently sat third in the league, but we have a game in hand that I expect us to win. Kjell Sherpen, 7 clean sheets, not too bad. And, in the Yellow Cards Club, we're, you have to go back to joint 14th to find Marcel Piaszczek, which is pretty strong. I don't think we've had many silly reds. We've had one red card. I think that's one red card all season as well, which is not too dramatic. We are also, I think, leading the league on a few of the kind of other stats. Or near enough, so best tackling completion at 87%. I think we're close. We're top of best passing accuracy as well at 85%. Best shooting accuracy. So winning the ball, moving the ball, aiming the ball at the goal, nailed. Crossing completion could use some work, but we don't have any wingers, so that's not the biggest issue. Heading completion, we don't use wingers, that's not really an issue for us. And clean sheets, like we score more than we concede, so things are working out alright. That's kind of the basic housekeeping of things. I need to go back into that because that's the thing I was looking forward. Just in the extra class of transfer window so far, let's go to transfer window there because that works out nicely. You can see that in terms of big spend, in terms of spends at all, it's just us. Jagiellonia and Lecce. Lecce have brought this guy in, Marian Shakolis. He came in from Hajduk Split, and he looks okay from what we can see of him. He might start scoring some goals for them. And the next biggest signing is this guy, Tomasz Mamis. So no big moves actually in the window so far. All but the biggest move involves us selling. So things are working okay, I think. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, it was just a very quick episode for Monday content because we all like a window. We all like to see who's come in, gone out, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to kind of leave it there, I think. If you enjoyed this, guys, like I said, please leave the like and subscribes. Subscribe if you've been watching regularly but you're not already subscribed, because it's a bit sad seeing that 80% of my viewers don't subscribe, because you obviously come back fairly often. Why don't just get a reminder? And obviously the likes. I've got 4 assignments that I've got to get in until over the next 2 weeks. The likes are just, they're great for channel growth and all that kind of backdoor crap. But also, it would just be nice to know you guys are out there kind of giving me a little bit of support. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. And until next time, have a good one.